guys, so today I just want to show you how I got this eyeshadow look using the Joannakcosmetics eyeshadow palette. It's like the 8th time, 10th time using it. I've used it so many times. As you can see, mine is dirty. I don't understand how people maintain their Joannakcosmetics eyeshadow palette to be clean, because I can see mine is used and abused. So I'm just basically gonna show you how I achieved this hello eye kind of look, and I hope you enjoy the tutorial. So I just got out of the shower and my hair is looking a mess, but we're gonna fix it later. So that's how it's looking like. Now, first of all, I've already done my eyebrows. I have a tutorial on that, which I will link down below. First thing we're going to do is to prime our eyes using the eyeshadow primer from Urban Decay, the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer portion. This primer is very good for making your eyeshadow to look very, very pigmented. Even if you have a crappy looking eyeshadow, using this primer will really help in bringing out the full pigment of the eyeshadow. And this is what I'm trying to achieve right now. I want to get the full pigment of the eyeshadows. Going on in this shade from the Joannakcosmetics, the orange shade, and making sure I coat my brush fully that shade. This shade will act as a transition shade for the whole eye look. So starting with the inner corner and then dragging the shade to the outer corner, to the inner corner, from the outer corner to the inner corner in windshield wiper motions. Just applying it, packing it on the lid, on the crease rather, just packing it until I got that pigment. That's the desired pigment, and doing the same to the next eye as well. Just applying it and making sure I get the required pigment that I want. Now going with this Inglot 27 gel eyeliner, which you guys have seen me using for a lot of times, and also the Duraline by Inglot, this liquid. Just one drop of it is enough to bring the liner back to life. Now I'm going with these two brushes from Morphe, 507 and 506, but any small blending brushes will be good. Now dipping into the gel eyeliner, just getting a bit of it, coating it in the brush. We're gonna use this for the inner corner and the outer corner, starting with the inner corner first. Now be very careful at this part if you choose to do this tutorial, because you're using a black gel eyeliner, and if it gets on the wrong part, like if it goes up to the eyebrows or to somewhere else, you have to do the whole eye look again. So just I'm just packing it on the outer corner and inner corner and slightly blending it very slowly, making sure I don't go way too above that line. Just blending, packing it in and blending, making sure I cover each part. I don't have any blank spaces in the inner corner and outer corner. Just packing in, slightly blending it. Now I'm going to go into this shade called, I think it's called Smoky, that dark shade in the Joannakcosmetics eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to use this one to diffuse the black gel eyeliner, just placing it on top of the black gel eyeliner, around the edges of the eyeliner, to kind of blend in the eyeliner with the eyeshadows, and to avoid having any harsh kind of look. Basically just blending it in to avoid any lines. You know, you don't want to have a line of demarcation between where the gel stops and begins, you know. Just want to have one blended eye look. So I keep on blending and blending until it's well blended. Now going into this shade called Chocolate. This shade will act as the in-between shade. It will act as an in-between shade between the orange and the black, kind of to have that gradient effect, that you're gonna go from the orange to the brown to the black. So it's just acting like a transition shade between the two shades. And actually this is what we call cheating in makeup. because essentially you're supposed to apply the orange first, then the brown, then the black. But now I'm like kind of like doing it in reverse, or kind of like cheating, just to make it easier. This one is a more easier way to do it than the other way around. So this is just much more easier. There are shortcuts in life, so we take shortcuts. It makes to make work more easier. So just blending it and making sure it's well blended, and I keep on adding and just making sure all shades are very well blended, and that's how it's looking like so far, and doing the same for the next eye as well. Okay, now I'm getting a wet makeup remover wipe, and I'm going to try to clean up the center part because I want to put concealer there, and I want to make sure that part is clean and ready for concealer, because if I just put the concealer directly over it, those the black and the brown shades will kind of make the concealer dirty and not look as white as I want it, because the whole key of making this eye look work is making sure the center part, the middle part, is very light. So just cleaning it up as much as I can. Of course, I can't clean up all of it, but just as much as I can. Now going in with this Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, it just look for any whitish kind of concealer. If you can get a very white concealer, the better. Then using this flat brush from Morphe and tapping it on the concealer, just a little bit of it. The whole key is to make sure you use very small tiny brushes. That's the whole key of this eye look. That's the way you're gonna get a nice defined look. So drawing above that on that line, just drawing the halo, that make it now have that halo effect. Just drawing that line on top and blending the edges as well, and making sure the center part is very white, and also blending a bit, and that's how it looks like. And then doing the same to the next eye as well. Now going into the Glow Getter, now this is a lighter shade in this palette, so I'm going to use this one at the center of the eye, like right in the middle, and just placing some of it there. Just packing it and blending in the next eye as well, just packing it at the center. I think I used some Fix Plus on this, using this on this shade to make it pop a little bit more. And then now we're gonna go into these two shades, the orange and this chocolate shade, just mixing them together to place them at the outer corner and the inner corner, kind of like to blend in the black gel eyeliner with the shade in the at the center of the eye, to make sure we don't have any harsh lines. So it's always very important to move from the dark to the lightest and so on. So I'm doing the same to this other side as well, and now I'm going in with the orange shade to be closest to the light one. Basically the whole point of this eye look, or the way of doing it, is just making sure you go from the lightest to the darkest and trying to blend it in, just blending. Now going to the face, I already have an eyelash tutorial and I've used this primer before. It's a Benefit primer. It's very nice for smoothing your face, smoothing your pores, just gives a nice effect to the skin. The Kat Von D medium 62 foundation and this Sigma brush, and just blending it. You see me doing this a lot of times, just the same thing over and over again, nothing new, just putting on foundation and just blending it with a brush. And I'm gonna go with these two NARS concealers. One is darker, one is lighter, and I'm going to combine both of them and put them under the eyes, basically just using them for highlighting. And the powder is a Laura Mercier powder, which I normally use all the time. And setting everything, making sure everything is well set and smooth. Then going into this NT45 MAC powder and putting it all over my face to create a smooth effect. Then this Gulen Terracotta Bronzer in the shade number 5, and bronzing up my cheeks, just bringing in some warmth back into the face. It's bronzing up and then chiseling out the cheekbones. Now I'm going into blush. I'm using this blush, and it has a nice kind of a coral. It's a coral kind of a shade, orange coral, the same thing, to just bring some color into my cheeks. And it's a very beautiful blush. I'm going to link it down below. And wiping off the excess powder, going in now into the highlight. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Amrizi highlighter. I am not sure if it is still on the market. It was a limited edition collab between ABH and Amrizi, and it looks like this. And it's very blinding. It has a nice beautiful glow. This formula of highlighter is very different from anything I have in my collection. It's just a nice highlighter. You can see how it glows so nicely, effortlessly. Just a beautiful highlighter. If it's still available, please get it. It's very nice. And I've already highlighted all other parts of my face, and now I'm going to set my face using the Skidnavia setting spray all over my face, just bathing that highlighter. And now using this Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade Coke. It's a nice brown shade, chocolate brown shade. And the look is done, guys. Now removing the bandana and putting on a wig. If you like this kind of videos, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel to see more tutorials and more eye looks. Thank you for watching, and until next time, guys, I will see ya. Thank you so much for watching.